which is now known as the law on causing financial loss. At that time, the government then felt, oh, they are doing something to blah, blah, blah. From 93, in fact 93. All the people who have suffered penalties under Section 179 are all NDC appointees, former appointees. So when that amendment was being made in 2019, I cautioned that we need to be very careful. Particularly legislations are.
Councillor, what I mean, Chawano, Section 2, no class, 1992, no, was a person who would have license granted by the minister undertakes a mining operations contrary to provisions of this act. Acts or instigate, that is the B, command, counsels, procures, solicits, promotes any act in contravention of a provision of this act in respect of which a penalty has not been specified, or contracts a non-Ghanaian, and also Basa, and also the same adio. Nature said, we instigate it, as we inquire there, Abia Utu Fusa when you say, and now what Penfidia Mano, and now Buano, hey, I'm running ordering.
At that time, that MPP were, I think, 169 or 68 MPs. So when the law came, out of euphoria, out of what you describe how high legal libido, excitement, ecstasy, yeah, and we just passing the law. I said, is overly broad. Ecstasy, yeah, this law is overly broad. Overly broad. But at that time, no, the Obeka Biano, obviously because of the number, and then the law was passed.
Mami, Yura, Chairman Wontumi, ne council, ne lead council, Yura and the Apia Kubi. Yadia something na no court ni share say or file addresses. Addresses in so be file say file also on or before 17th of this month. Next say akan the form mienu o china e de china echi. Wo file you, one file you. What the attempt wo beba 3rd July. And muna a chile ye better say ye ram appear kubi was the case, you know. Why ye application be at the aqua to court. Say yin ho afimu na answer na grounds for his withdrawal no ninina no or the babeto a court no anim na mebisa ne say is he seeking to arrest the judgment said they am canon no he's not seeking in any way to arrest the judgment na me pesa o maya disua kakra semanya asem criminal in nature near the court near the ebreben and a lead counsel no obetimi atwe ne ho afiri mu ana ebere bia watimi twe ne ho afiri mu. Do we have precedence in law?
You see, the criminal justice system starts with an arrest. Oshaya, at the beginning, na a former former attorney general, Godfrey de Boadame, ona Obebua Wontumi with me bail. Fina lawyer and the appear could be Ebermu. Gary Nimakun Ebermu. In fact, there was a point, in fact, there was even a disagreement between Asiatia Kubili and Gary Nimakun.
Oh, wow!
Yes, I mean, it's a matter of agreement. A copy, I say, a man no more pay bill a man. Apparently, no Mr. Chairman, during a different lawyer.
Yeah. Bitibisa.
The grammar guy requirement for you say one blockade Andy. And yeah, dear on the crab casabium. It was a whole mess. So eventually bail was worked on and he was granted bail. I think a bill no ma okay minority for a picketing.
I'm got nothing from no.
Omkoye picketing ewo Yoko Hon. So eventually case no commence a problem. October Honum. By October every January, no more case management. Case management TV in a case nankasa commence here. In a attorney general FP the 3 witnesses. In a the senior and the appear could be any who quite a two or mano. A two or mano, kama. It be some more question. And you might be free. Now, the interesting part of this Wontumi trial and Emre bia o me fi court bia no. The senior and many of the lawyers associated with him will grant an interview to the public. But okay, na ubunzo money blogger nenam. Bloggers are money on one.
One of the witnesses, Gomashi, according to Yera Apia Kubino, was all buy and or the court to coast church from mining laws. No, put him say, Aquanin Mupa Mekai.
Even that is before we know. Yeah, prosecution column witnesses first. In a prosecution expert court and say, witness no, into witnesses are almost almost now it can say that they said you say Wontumi lawyer for counsel prosecution are making a case against Wontumi. Said you already have a submission of no case. But what I say?
Two.
The submission of no case now Omoka say on my that means I'm right. Just no extra name on the submission of notice. So there's a case to answer. Immediately, Chairman Wontumi say on any yarding into a mountain the friend of appeal. Appeal now, and so far. Mountain the a stage of proceedings pending the appeal. That not that the first was somebody opinion different. Some of the application by a normal court of appeal. It's okay, yeah. Even the judge, the ruling on the submission of no case, on my but all line.
Possible counsel.
Okay, yeah. Even though the submission of notice, judge, Emma the ruling somewhere around plus or minus, I think the judge, for my ruling, 16th day of March. It took a while before Chairman Wontumi opened the difference. All this while, lawyers for Chairman Wontumi aren't raising anything about the conduct of the judge. In fact, Omufi Court, they have a media around them, and the media will report. Okay, yeah. Chairman Wontumi was given all the opportunities there to witness, including he himself, deciding to testify. I think that sitting where I sit and observing the proceedings, it looks like the defense...
Counsel, I brought Chairman Wontumi Begina Doc Nimuno. He was led in evidence by you know and the appear could be the lawyer.
And he first led him, and then the charge was cross-examined. What did I hear?
Tiopa.
And so, Okofa, former Western Regional Minister, Kobe, Honorable Kobe, testify a man of a mining aspect being so wisdom or so gomachi or something or a dem or something. And so by testify a man. For the past years, defense work na I think the defense lawyers were outsmarted by the Attorney General's team. That's what I'm seeing. Why do I say they were outsmarted? I would say a man chairman OP in the defense, no. I think that they never expected the defense nor the prosecution to have conducted the cross-examination in this speedy way. Because MRP, Okoye cases say out. Hello.
So you also, you also see it too.
Okoye cases are now. You want some time to prepare yourself. What are you? Attorney General and Crawford on cross-examination of the defense witnesses. Within a day, no maybe. So it looks like the defense lawyers were taken by surprise. Because an attorney general or prosecution sometimes delay, and normally one witness,
first, say anaka prosecution, Baba Crown was so one prepare na yinwie court no man bre na ye kone e ba afini a chire ne atwamwe wom se ade no Esther so tie lawyer Mpia Kubia was say state no interest in Tikese no content as a would it no twa ya na muminim na ko
o share I see prosecution adopted a strategy not to waste time on the defense witnesses. And I can understand because, you see, like I said, this is what I've been doing for almost 12 years now. I think the strategy the prosecution adopted, and then say, one, witnesses no modiabano. The witnesses of fact. When we say witness be a quarter, you can categorize them. You have a witness of fact, an expert witness. What I say? We share all the witnesses now.
Witnesses of facts. And no, ye dear Ben Pa, any mre na yentiasie.
Witnesses of fact, and you be or say, I said now more cannot. Either say my party key in it, and now meaning who be. Inti ebia chairman na kwa onene eye juma de bia owo site wono ana utia chairman say sebiu abrantie no oba site wono onene did the place na the man no but it was for reclamation but what that is it is only panic say bit me aba Abidia Sem na Kajo, no crew. Chairman at the site no at the mame for reclamation. Onim Woshi, Ana Cra say, Olipano cried me ba Ebekase, Unim baby. And mammy ba concessions no, not chairman in Nimushio, Nyanka Sana made a mepe at the buy. But one would say the unfortunate part of this matter, so only panel. I've been done a prosecution witness.
Any panel.
So only pananka, obey Medina Waka says, they are costing no Nimbushi, and I tell my Nimbushi.
Oh, yeah, witness of fact, no?
On only a witness of fact, no? So on another done a prosecution witness, so I said, and it's not make us say, defense appears to have been marked by the prosecution. where I sit as a defense attorney, that's what I'm saying.
Na momra muno na kire se senka sabre na nkwo wonso wa accuse na fa enka exculpatory evidence bi wo ho a obeka ba se wasaba be di ha no na ekwa inculpatory abegensi
ono nonka me babon me say the charge is more or less what assassinate a mining right ebrekwa ban edu wohwe what I say that's the charge or what facilitates mining activity ebrekwa abaya amount to me no contrary to the Minerals and Mining Act. In our case in the so and yanisa activity are more kind of a reclamation. Sa reclamation no a branch in a mema is educated. Said you had the bonnet. Aha. And I say a branch and no babble to the cast. And no crap when our woman is far aside to one. Now, reclamation of my work canoe. It be a yanasa because the reclamation and all the money has been fire reclamation. But just illegal.
Any pa.
Now, all the money has been from everything. But you see, one man is because when we say many good day at the Ateneca. From the Abuja. Aha. It is only Pananka. Or no bit na a dance here when Marcus said, debut, say me say no, it's only Panasa, Dabby. When a woman is 2 months and I made this education. Na ye reclamation pass reclamation a wo kamo da bi na me tutu nyoma kakra akra wo e de temeka and that is what complicates the matter for defense. Until I make say this would me matter. I see one strategy trying to undo another. One strategy trying to one team trying to outsmart the other. And I think, sir, with great respect to my senior Andy, his hands were tied. His hands were completely tied. He had very little ammunition, if any. Because the matter is yet to be pronounced upon, I'm restrained. In the sense it says, like I said, you have a witness of an unexpected witness. Who do expect witness at bar? Or no, you might have possibly I call so no. A
bit to say, Bakuna, only by a go machine or the church mining, Senia, the city nomnia, the idea, lease of grant, nomnia, the idea, sir.
On providing expertise. In the rule of law, and say, one aspect bar, another aspect bar, the court would have to do an evaluation. Into prosecution, there will be free Minerals Commission at the buy. Again, the human all. So to be able to undermine only testimony, you need to bring a superior expert. Mekai Emrana Meyer Jomoro. MP the issue no.
Wadam for all we always wadam for no. They need to purchase no. Na guy cry as a skin pay be sani ade bi.
Deputy or your deputy transport minister.
Ah. Case e ko bia and guy ehian o. Yeah. We need to picture me quite of us nya bie no asende be. Kwame see your friend.
Now, what is me kaisa amana me yasake? Me mu say plaintiff no enkwa na ba be testify. It wouldn't be me. Me say plaintiff no ye an expert on Ivorian law. It may be called Ivory Coast. I could spend 3 days looking for a lawyer who has great expertise in Ivorian nationality laws. And I'm going to buy it as my expert witness. Plaintiff inquired a better by. There was no expert witness to contradict the many expert witness of the kind. So eventually, what's a judgment now? The guy said, look, I am left with nothing than to rely on that expert witness. And I'm not caught in in my favor. But in this case, no. I tell you now, for yes, or mark of fact, Obia, we need to know Minerals Commission. That's in the field. Defense and so far, Miniago machine. That's it's strategy by strategy. At the end, the court would have to draw its inference. And so defense Ekakopa Papa Ochidako, former Western Regional Way. Sebio, say Ochidako, or Yejumama Wontumi.
Debbie.
So what would be the nature of his testimony?
Who's a down for no was it Debbie? No, yeah, Western Regional Minister, no. And who cracked heavy on the by said, Nasa, Wontumi assassin, so for a galancy war. Indeed, there were an attempt to stop some mining activities are not illegal.
Prosecution had to cross-examine. Prosecution cross-examination was simple. Tell you the Samurai boy and Tano one. I think that's the Samurai boy one.
It's a Samurai boy one.
Were you ever at the site? What would be your answer?
So I said no.
Are you an employee of a contact mining and I want to?
Debbie.
It means that your other can only more personal knowledge. It was I tell you
that. Baby cross in whose stead, and now with Gina who Ekasa rest canal was it there be?
Because at that time, no one sang yet, respect Chairman. These were the things that came out strongly during the cross. Obianin is strategy. So I believe, sir, Akoyesi defense were taken by surprise by the strategy that the prosecution adopted. I strongly believe, sir, that defense had prepared a greater part of their defense around the second accused. Once the Attorney General slipped, it became problematic. And you see, second accused offer so be prosecution witness okay, he granted an interview to some radio station. I think it's in Kumasi or something. I don't say you. I'm not saying it looks like Chairman Wontumi and take a particular interest in his affairs. Now, okay, say minority for crabbe picketing. Sebio ubia infino krase sebio oyenipa no so no cry MPP ni maba na bibia kra na anko odwen say support bi omude be ma Wontumi bia no omude be ma no those things were not done if you be do be bia one was there bia uti play mu etu kwanya before play be no. I hope the king will come and say, in times of emergency, do what?
You say, for wait, for we boom.
No. Almost say, oxygen mask, no, feature one once where they are more.
I'm saying, you are now so.
Almost say, my one can oxygen mask first, and so wait for an amount so crap of what will be.
No crack.
It's the first thing that will tell you in the aeroplane. That in times of emergency, now oxygen mask first, and so wait for an amount so crap of what will be. It does appear said, second accused will take it. This whole way said, Dabi, let me rescue myself first. And these are all strategies that usually come during trial. Two, and Kwame, I think that the Attorney General and Deputy AG, any prosecution team, no, adopted possibly, and you should look at all the oral cases so far. Okay, yeah, you hardly see more than 3 accused persons on one charge sheet. You hardly will see 3 accused persons or even 4. Maybe it's a lesson the Attorney General has learned, because you see, from 2017 to 2024, no, most of the criminal cases that were prosecuted by Godfred and Co., Attorney General law firm represented some of the people. And in those times, there are 5 accused persons, 4 accused persons, among others. Only in 2 cases now, there were 2 accused persons, or 3. In the Sekobana, defense lawyers no endorse in the case. You need to our prosecuting. Only one person. He has only one lawyer. But Obama said there are a lot of lawyers or accused persons. What it means in Ennin says, you would have 5 lawyers all taking turns. It is only one prosecution witness at the bar. This lawyer will spend 3 days cross-examining. Another lawyer will come and spend 5 days cross-examining. Now, for all the accused persons and their lawyers, I think that the Attorney General has learned a certain lesson from the past.
Now, counsel, baby, I have be anyone obetting me to arrest the judgment. Per the lawyers now.
Oh, Brian Kwame, a lawyer for Ennin what they will do. At this point, I'll restrain myself from.